but he was hella smart. He knew a lot about the law. And he used to always see me going to the law library, and he said, hey man, what are you doing? I said, man, I'm trying to figure a way out of here. He said, come here. And then he gave me a bunch of information, like a bunch of books, like Black's Law Dictionary, Congressional Acts, different legal manuals. And he's like, study this stuff here, read this, read that. And I used to read this shit, man, and I'm like, fuck, I would have a hedache, like, fuck, man, I got duped. I got tricked. I fucking bought into the game. I thought robbing the bank was the shit. Fuck, why'd I do it? I was fucked up, man. I should be like, why'd I do this dumbass shit, man? And after you read the law, you're like, God damn, why would I do it knowing this and this is all, man, I could have been doing something else. So I felt like a dumbass the whole time. So he laced me up on the legal aspect, and then I met another brother. He was like doing 20 years, and he laced me up on like just being a black man, just being like, you know, confident, just, you know, not being a thug, and just you could be successful. And he gave me a lot of spiritual books, and he because I never had a father figure, man. I never knew my dad, you know what I mean? So my mom, my grandmother kind of raised me. You know, I had a grandfather, but I never had like a really male figure to kind of take me under their wing and show me what it's like to be a man. So he gave me a lot of things as far as manly qualities, and being that he was in a pen, like he used to wear his pants up, and he used to talk proper, and I'm like, damn, this dude, he had the Testarossa back in the day, Porsches and all this stuff. So he really gave me a confidence as a black man to get out and do something positive with myself, rather than, you know, acclimating to these different guys who are telling war stories all day, or you know, talking about doing the same negative shit. We always talked about business, real estate, open up a corporation, investing. You know, he laced me on a lot of shit like that. So those are the two biggest mentors I had in my life.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, in the pen, I met him in the pen. You know, sad, but
I mean, that's still real though.
Yeah.
So now that so fast forward to you being out. I mean, you essentially did what we're trying to do, like out of prison. So basically, what I'm asking is, like, when you first started your channel, was it hard to grow? Was it hard to like find like an audience that like like could stick with you? Like, how were you able to grow your audience at first?
Well, like initially, I had like when I was thinking about doing something like this. I had like an idea, and I kind of pitched this to somebody, because I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna sell this show and make some money. And I showed them the video, and they kind of looked at it. It was all kind of ghetto, you know what I mean? The audio wasn't good, and you know, I kind of learned from that like what not to do and what to do in the future. So then when I met my business partner, we had no social media background, but I knew, I'm like, dude, we should start a YouTube channel. So I had a homeboy, Cali Muscle, who was a bodybuilder, who was pretty popular. So he was our first big interview, and then his interview kind of like opened up the door for other people. And then we started thinking like, okay, what can we add? We got the interviews, and then we started getting all these emails for people like asking us questions. I said, let's start Prison Talk, where I answer questions for people from prison. So then I started doing that. So then we had the interviews, we had the prison talk, and then we threw in like some cooking stuff, prison spreads. We started doing that, and then we just started adding to that. But we initially started off with one interview, and then our goal was to basically turn this into a show where, you know, essentially maybe we get picked up by like Netflix or somebody like that, so you would see it on actually a streaming platform. But we just kind of put it out there, and people started kind of, you know, watching. And I mean, shit, man, it was a slow process just trying to figure out like what people want to hear, and you know, and not glorify it. You know what I mean? Because some people, there's channels out there and they talk all this shit, and I'm like, dude, that's bullshit. You know, you're not doing that in prison. You know what I mean? But they get people to think, oh, it's entertaining. So you got to figure out how much real do you want to feed to people, and then how much entertainment. And you want to keep a balance, so you don't pigeonhole yourself into just being one side where you're just entertainment, you're funny, but nobody takes you serious. So if you ever try to take your show and like do like a Joe Rogan or something more, you know, or like a Joey Diaz or Michael Rappaport, you want to make sure that you have a platform that has a wider audience base, so you're not limited. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you're just going to be a YouTube channel. And if that's what you want to do, then you got to say, okay, this is what we're going to focus on. Like, you know, Logan Paul, one of those guys who just does weird shit. People like, you know, kids love it. You know, so you got to just kind of figure out what your angle is going to be, and if that's going to be your long-term objective, like say 5 years from now, where do you see that going? What direction?
I see. Okay, man, I would never have thought about that, but that's rich.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about your videos. Like, you have like kind of like your own personality on it, but you explain like the actual like real stuff that happens.
Yeah, I try to do like some of the questions, like everybody was to my busting cheeks.
Yeah.
So I always throw in some bull. Every 2 or 3 videos, I had to throw like, dude asked us the other day, oh man, my brother's in there and this OG's busting his cheeks. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, your brother told you I'm visiting is getting his cheeks busted. You know what I'm saying? So we throw that in there for entertainment. But then I try to be serious too and like say, hey man, you gotta, when you get in there, you gotta rehabilitate yourself. I mean, prison, a lot of people say, well man, I've never been, but what if I go? I'm like, dude, if you're talking about if you go, you have enough sense not to go. So don't talk about, if I go, it's like, fuck, you're putting the energy out there. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like set yourself up to get arrested to go to prison? You're a dumbass, you know what I mean? So if you're watching this channel, the odds are you should be smart enough not to go.
Exactly.
So I just put like stuff out there and try to kind of entertain people with a little bit of comedy, but actually keep it serious so that people know that, hey man, it's not like it's like not like I'm talking like buffoonery. You know what I mean? And then some people say, oh well, I'm talking, Big Herc is cooning because he's acting like this. So it's like you can't win. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if I talk proper, I'm cooning because I'm saying that this and that. But if I act like a nigga, then you guys are happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're dealing with on YouTube. But I mean, it is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so now that you have the following, like, how do you keep up with demand? Do you would you suggest someone to like post every day or like every other week, or like how do you like fit your format now?
I would say you got to post at least. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. We're putting out four different pieces of content a week. So Monday, Tuesday we do a live stream, then Wednesday, and then Thursday we drop a video. And then, so we're doing Prison Talk 3 times a week, then we do Prison Talk live stream, and then twice a month we're dropping interviews. So, there's a tipping point. Once you hit a certain amount of videos, and I can't remember what the number is, but you'll notice your views that just start going through the roof in your followers, because now your stuff kind of goes viral. You know what I mean? When you hit a certain point, because now with your hashtags and stuff, and you got so many videos that people can't help but see one of your stuff pop up. But it's more because so much out there, so frequent. It's like imagining if you got 1 million episodes, and then for every 20 videos, your video's gonna pop up. So people are like, damn, they can't help but, man, let me look at this. Then they watch one, then they're gonna watch one, then they're gonna watch another, they're gonna binge. So that's the thing. Like a lot of times, people haven't seen our stuff, but as our viewership grows, it gets more of a wider audience, and then now people are like, oh man, I've been seeing this video, because it's like you got so much content. So the more content you have, I think that's the key to having your channel actually start catching on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I mean, do you have anything to say about that? Because
we've been trying to like work around that and like kind of like figure out our best like scenario to put out content. But like, would you say more about quality or quantity?
Quality, because our video quality has went up over the years. Like we started off, we had like we had a person who was shooting, and then we learned how to shoot, my business partner, and then we had like a 4K gimbal, and then we went to like a Canon, and so we kind of upgraded our equipment. And as you upgrade your equipment, people know the quality better, and then we got like lapel mics, and then that made a big difference. And people are like, oh, Big Herc, I can't hear you, the wind is in the background, they're hating and shit. So we got the mics, and then like we started with the higher quality video. And then we upgraded the lens, and then we started, we had somebody do like an intro. So you notice like the beginning of videos, now we got the little intro. So we put together a dope intro, and that intro kind of like people are like, oh wow, it looks like a show now. But some people are like, oh man, why you keep doing the intro? I just fast forward. I'm like, well damn, you can't win for losing. But you want to look as professional as possible, but then again, if your content is good and your message, people are going to want to listen to it.
Okay.
So it's like a draw, because I got another channel called BigHerc916, which is more inspirational, and I haven't added all the stuff. I just shoot that on my phone, but it's more just messages, like thoughts. Like I'm just shooting and just positive stuff out there. So it's more just it's not really a production show where Fresh Out is a show. BigHerc916 is more of a mentoring, like me just sharing knowledge with people. So it's a little bit different message. So that channel, I'm not as it's not as scripted per se as far as like with the intros and stuff like that. But when you have a good intro and all that stuff, and you're trying to make it really a show, so you guys got to determine if you're just going to do like more of just like a commentary where you talk about life, or if you're trying to really hone in on the topic and do a real show. And then the more real that show looks, the more people will be like, wow, I got to tune into this.
Yeah.
So for when you post on the BigHerc916, for example, it would just be however you're feeling that day.
Yeah, it's whatever I'm feeling. I might have listened to like Nipsey Hussle, or I might have seen something about Tekashi 6ix9ine. So, let me talk about this shit real quick. So I was you know, man, if he doesn't realize that he's just, you know, he's a sacrifice right now. He's paying people, a lot of people are gonna make a lot of money off this dude, you know, because you look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? You know, for real, he's not going to throw hands with nobody, you know, and the guys, he's never really had the gangbang, so he really just, they cleaned him up, put some tattoos, colored his hair, and they said, fuck, with this anime shit popping, we can make this guy like a figure, and they're just going to let him ride until somebody takes him out. Like, Tupac got took out, Biggie got took out, Mac Dre got took out, the Jacker got took out, and these dudes is way more, you know what I mean? You don't really, he didn't think about that. I mean, so eventually, you know, it might be a year or two, he'd be chilling somewhere, and it'd be some goon, you know what I mean? Gotta catch him slipping. Mac Dre was a G. Everybody loved Mac Dre. Went to Kansas, was out there fucking around, came out the club, somebody lit his ass up.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's sad, but this dude, he's living it up right now, but at what cost? See, gangbanging, dude, when you walk around, it's like, if you walk around saying blood every time, people, you never know who you're like, somebody might like, this nigga, did he just say that? Or, you know, or you walk around here, cuz, and you around some bloods, like, this, is he, what? This motherfucker, where do you think he at? So he don't, you know, he thinking it's cool. It's like, oh, he don't know that there's shit that comes with that. You can't randomly just walk around saying blood and think nothing's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're in front of Bay, I mean, they say blood all the time, but he's not, I mean, dude, the way he's carrying, like, Test My Gangster. I know, dude, actually Test My Gangster? Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's
That's
like,
instant wig splitting. Instant wig splitting.
Come on, man. Test My Gangster. It's like, okay, nigga, are you packing? Are you ready to really get down? You know what I mean? So when I hear that shit, I kind of like, damn, man, this dude is crazy, man. You know, he's running around, and then, you know, 50 Cent jumped in and everybody's gonna make money off him right now. You know, everybody kept like, you know, he was on with Charlamagne the God. He's like, oh, this is gonna be your best show ever. He clown like, you know, look how many views you got. You know, like he's on one right now. So we'll see how long it lasts. But
so do you feel like this social media and this wave of like